Hi guys, my name's Rob. I'm a photographer and videographer from the UK, and I help provide you with productivity tips to make your business more efficient. And today we're going to give you your best edit day yet. Tip number one is eat the frog. So the frog is the ugliest task that you have on your to-do list. So whether you have a couple of edits to do, pick the one that you least want to do and do that first. If it's just one edit, it may be a certain element of that video. For example, something that you're unconfident in. Like for me, it was replacing green screens with screenshots basically, and I don't really know how to do it that well, so that would be the ugliest part of that edit. So do that first, and trust me, everything else will go a lot smoother. Tip number two is to use the Pomodoro Technique. So if you're in the productivity space, you'll know this off by heart, but if you're a videographer or photographer, maybe it's not something you know that well. So a Pomodoro is 25 minutes of work with a 5-minute break. So what you do is you have a Pomodoro timer. You can get these very easily either on your phone or on your computer, and you literally have to work for 25 minutes, and once that is up you get a 5-minute break, and after 4 Pomodoros, aka 4 25 minutes of work, then you get a longer half-an-hour break. It breaks it up nicely so that it doesn't feel like such a task. You're literally doing 25 minutes at a time and slowly chipping away through your work. Tip number three is to get off your phone. It is so hard. Our phones seem like they're constantly attached to our hand these days. But what I'd recommend is either putting it on Do Not Disturb, putting it face down, or completely removing it from the room. Put it on charge in the kitchen, somewhere where you're not going to be distracted, and then in your 5-minute break on your Pomodoro, go and grab it, reply to your messages, but then after that 5 minutes up, leave it back in that place so you don't get distracted. A lot of the reason why we don't get a lot done is purely distraction. So if you can remove as many of them as possible to get your work done, then that's going to be a bonus. Another quick bonus tip is to turn the internet off if you don't need it. Tip number four is to have a quick capture process. As you're editing away, you're trying to focus on your Pomodoros, you will get distracted. There'll be things that crop up, things you need to do, and you think, oh, I must do that when I get a chance. And rather than derail yourself and look that thing up on the internet or go and do it, you need a way of writing that down. So personally, I have a thing on my Mac, it's a shortcut, and it will bring up a text box. I'll type in what I want and then press enter, and then it disappears and it's in an inbox somewhere that I can process at a later date. Otherwise, you can have just a pen and paper and just write that down, but make sure you turn it over once you've written that thing down, and you can get back to work so you're not looking at it and getting yourself distracted. So final tip number five is to set deadlines. Whether they are actual or self-imposed deadlines really help. For me, I personally say to a client, yes, I'm going to get that done for you by X date or the end of the day, and that really focuses me on that. If I'll get it done whenever, then it really just sort of lets other things creep in. You think, I've got loads of time, but if I've said I'll do it, I generally hit that date. Now, don't stress if you don't hit it, because you're probably a lot closer than you would be had you not set that deadline. And you can use all of tips 1 to 4 to help you meet those deadlines. So hopefully that's going to give you your best edit day yet. If you tried them, let me know which was your favorite and which gave you the best productivity boost down in the comments below. And if you like this sort of content, then make sure you subscribe, and I will see you next week.